Customer success teams, account managers, sales teams, go-to-market, marketing, whomever. You don't need more dashboards. What you probably do need is more updates and data that actually help you act faster. And in this video, we're going to look at how Accoil's Feed and Card Catalog system simplify the noise and surface only the signals that really matter the most to you. Not to everybody, but to you. We're going to show you how teams currently keep track of account activity like engagement changes, potential risks that might pop up with real clarity, as in what's happening and to who, and why do I have to care about it? And then you have the confidence to do something about it right now. When we speak to customers, a lot of them usually start with Accoil by setting up sort of company level or user level automations. They want to see which companies or accounts are changing their engagement scores or dropping in activation, etc. But that quickly then progresses to, actually, I'm getting overwhelmed by alerts for all of these different companies. I actually just want a way to see which customers as a group are moving into or out of certain segments, or which behavior patterns are meaningful to me in my role. Can I see all of those rolled up into one? And I'm going to show you how to do that with the feed here inside of Accoil today. Now, on your dashboard on the right-hand side, you'll see this feed here, right? At a high level, we're looking at account score changes, user score changes, account traits, who's moving from, say, trial into paid, or here we've got a customer trait called commercial, which would indicate a paid account. And then we're talking about this activation threshold, who has recently signed up and then taken all the steps that we want to see them take to get activated and onboarded into the product. And so we're going to look at how we go about setting up the feed here to get these signals not only in Accoil, but also sent to you right in Slack. So you can just keep working where you're already working, but now you're going to get fewer alerts, but they're going to be more meaningful when you do get them. Set up your own feed in any of the workspaces that you want to be working in. You can click on View More here, and we're going to go into, this is your feed for this current workspace. We're looking at paying customers, and you can come up here and click on Configure Feed. And now we can do things like adding cards. What you can see here is score changes for accounts and users, trait change. Again, this is like, are they moving from trial to paid? Maybe they've gone from paid back to a free plan, and you want to track that. And you can also start to see activated accounts. And we're going to look at a few more here just to give you a taste of what you can do here. Account engagement spike. These are accounts who are all of a sudden, or maybe like out of the blue, they're just going for it. So maybe you've had dormant customers that now have taken an interest in you again, and you want to know who they are, so you can maybe reach out to them or even just be aware that it's happening, so that maybe you'll anticipate some more support volume, etc., from those key accounts. We'll look at things like activated accounts. Now, the pre-baked version of this has a 100% activation threshold. You can define whatever you want here. Do you want to see accounts that are hitting 50%, 60, 75% activation? It's really up to you where you want to basically step in and take action based on that data. We'll look at some of the favorites that we've seen customers adopt in Accoil, or red hot accounts. These are the ones, look, we talked about this before, engagement spike. That's sort of like a rapid rise. These red hot customers are those that are really engaging with the product. The engagement score that you've set up is going through the roof consistently, and it's trending in a fantastic direction. So you want to surface those. The inverse of that would be something like this ice cold account where their score is actually dropping and it's going through the floor, and you'll want to jump in there and maybe rescue those accounts. Okay, so we've seen how you can set up the feed. You can really customize that. Once you start building your custom segments inside of Accoil 2, you can start using those in your feed. So it doesn't just have to be the segments and the feed cards that are pre-baked inside of Accoil. It's a great place to get started, but once you get a feel for this and you get a sense of what you really want to be seeing in your Slack channels, you can start to create custom segments and then use those in your feeds. So you're going to get real time as it happens, one place to go and look and see what's happening with your book of business. So you get these important signals without constantly switching tools, having 15 tabs open, trying to understand who's doing what. Customer success teams, account managers, sales teams, you're managing dozens, a lot of accounts every single day. And instead of having to dig through data to understand who's doing what, who do I need to be paying attention to, who's my priority today, the feed delivers these timely, relevant updates so that you can act not only with the right people, but at the right time. And hopefully this walkthrough gives you an idea of how you can turn your product analytics into customer data that helps you create a nice workflow that you get into the groove, you know who your priorities are and what actions you need to take with them so that you can do things like close sales faster, drive retention, and overall you're going to help grow that NRR number that boards are starting to pay more and more attention to. So that's the feed inside of Accoil. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to hit me up on LinkedIn or come to accoil.com to see it for yourself. Thanks for watching.